Hey guys, I'm so glad you're here. You are gonna love this workout. This is one of the firm favorites with my online Better Body coaching crew. It is a body weight session. There is no jumping. You don't need any equipment. I am, however, gonna be using a bench, but you could use a chair or a couch. If you're using a chair, just make sure it's pushed up against the wall to keep it safe. We are going to be working through our 1,000 rep workout today. Yes, it's going to be intense, it's going to be hard, but the moves are simplistic. So we're doing 10 exercises, we're going to be doing 25 reps of each exercise. So as I move through the sessions, I'm going to overlay some coaching cues onto it, and then I'm going to leave you to it. If you don't do the full 25 reps, don't worry, do as many as you can, but just stay with me. I'm going to keep a nice steady pace, not go too fast, because I'm definitely going to find this tough as well. So I hope you enjoyed this session. If you do, let me know down in the comments how you found it after you've completed it. And of course, as always, please do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel to get more workouts, because it massively supports me. So enough talking, let's get into this. I'm going to start off with a little bit of a warm up. We're going to finish off with a cool down. Give this session your everything. Let's sweat, let's smile, let's do this. Okay, let's start it off nice big reach up, stretching over to the side and then to the other, and then bringing into hip circles, so going around one way and then back around the other, just loosening up the hips. Let's get everything moving. The dance floor is burning, call 911. Bring one knee up, rotating ankles. We're just moving and mobilizing all of the joints, getting ready to go on what is going to be an intense session today. Into a forward fold and then into a deep squat. So if you can't get down low, just go as low as you can. Then at the bottom, we're going to reach the arms up above the head, press through the heels and come on to stand. Holding it down at the bottom this time, just working into those hips, so just working the knees out a little bit wider. Now we're just going to open out thoracic spine, reaching up, let the head follow the arm and onto the other side. And then holding the straight legs. And we're going to come down onto the floor, so roll through the spine, walk the hands out, coming down onto all fours. We're just going to do a scapular traction and retraction, so just pinching the shoulder blades together and then push them away. Rotate then round on the wrists, round one way and then the other, so we're just working into the forearms, getting that upper body ready and ready to go also. From here we're going to come into our bulldog sequence, so we just take the knee out to the side, waking up the glutes, then rotate at the hip. 5 in each direction, take it back the other way. And then onto the other side, so start with that fire hydrant, raising the knee up. Rotate round. This is just great, really warming up the hips, getting them ready and mobile. Back the other way. From here, coming into a low lunge, drop the hips forwards, looking up, then press back into downward dog and take it over to the other side. Again, just opening up those hips. Bring the hand, the foot as far around towards the hand as you can. Holding it this time, just drop the knee out to the side, get a little bit more space there. Always feels quite good. Change sides. Good, come back to center, look all the way back into our low squat again, just wiggle down, bringing it back up, ready to go. Okay, we're going to bring it down to the floor for our first movement, which is going to be a push-up. So nice solid position, here we go. So remember, we've got 25 of these. The eyes looking out just beyond the fingertips, tailbone tucked under, and core is nice and tight. Try and get as big range as you can. They definitely will get smaller as we head towards the end of the block, but do the best you can.
So give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind.
There's 25. Bringing it up, and we're moving into a body weight squat. So feet just slightly wider than hip width, weight into the heels, dropping down. Keep the shoulders pulled back and drawing in through the navel. We want to move with speed, but we do want to get our full range of motion. And as you can also see, I do have my heels slightly elevated on the mat, so that helps me to get in through a deeper squat. As you come up, press through your heels, breathe out on the lift.
There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait to see if it's worth your while. So give me your all. I'll take it to Mars.
And done. Coming over onto your chair or your couch, and we're going in for tricep dips. So hands down by the side of the butt, and then lift up, and we're going to drop down, bending at the elbow, keeping the chest lifted. Press through the heels of the hands, coming all the way back up to full extension. Now, the further the feet are away, the harder it's going to be, and you might start with them a bit further away, and as we progress, come back closer, and that's absolutely fine also. So we want to feel this into the backs of the arms. Inhale, drop down. Exhale, push back up. Keep the chest lifted. Do as many as you can. Rest when you need, and then join back in with me when you can. Nice work. Shake it out. Down onto the floor for V-sits. Now I'm doing V-sits with the hands behind. So just rocking back, tummy in, and then we drive the knee up towards the chest. We want to breathe out as the knees come towards you, keeping your belly button pulled in. If you find this too much, you can have one foot on the floor and do single leg extensions. Scale on all of the exercises as you need to. Good, well done. Coming up for lunges on the right leg. Stepping back with one leg, weight into that front leg. So stepping and tapping in. I like to use an alternating arm to drive through the front leg, press through the heels, so activating into the glutes and taking it a nice big step with each repetition. Back knee comes down towards the floor. Next, down onto the floor, we've got a Renegade Row. So we're in a push-up position, hands under shoulders, nice tight through the core, and we drive the elbow up behind. Now the key on this is to try and keep your hips as still as possible. They will move a little bit from side to side, but the more that we squeeze in through the belly, contract the core, we stabilize those hips as much as possible. And on these, it's good to alternate which one you start with, as 25 is an odd number on those. Coming back up, and we're onto lunges on the other leg. So always remember, do what you can. If you're not up to full 25 reps, don't panic, don't stress. Just do as many as you can, but stay with me so that we work through the workout together. Down onto the floor for bicycles. So press the lower back into the floor, knees above the hips, and we twist and rotate, bringing the opposite knee towards the opposite elbow. Lift that shoulder up off the floor, breathing out as you rotate. Again, we're on odd numbers on this one, so start on a different side each time. These get over and done with quite nice and quickly though. Well done. We're going over now into a set of mountain climbing. Same thing, push-up position, shoulders forwards, tailbone tucked under, and I'm going double speed on these. I want to get them over and done with, so go as quick as you can. Drive your knee up towards the opposite elbow. Keep that belly pulled in, come on. Elevating that heart rate, working hard on these. Awesome job. So we're going to spin it around, and then we're going to put the heels on our elevated surface, and we have a hip bridge. So press through the heels, squeeze your butt as you lift. Now try and have it so that your bum doesn't come all the way down, so just keeping the muscle under tension throughout this exercise. Don't worry about counting them, just go for as long duration as I am, and I'm going to give you the voice cues of when we're moving back onto the next session. So this is exercise number 10, we're almost at the end of round 1. Breathe out as you lift, press through those heels, activate glutes, working into the hamstrings. Okay, round 1 done. We'll peel ourselves off the floor and we're in for round 2 of push-ups. Try and do as many as you can on your toes, and of course you can always drop to the knees when you need to. This is about you trying to maximize get the most reps out as you can. Try and maintain that form bend at the elbow, keeping that body nice, straight and tight. Be mindful of your form as well. It's so essential when you're working out from home and just following videos that you are aware of where your body is working and what your form is like. Keep those hips tight, don't let them sink too far down towards the floor. I'm already feeling it, so rest as when you need. Coming up for our squats. Check in. Is your weight pressed through your heels? Squeeze your butt as you stand up to the top, and making sure you sit the bottom back and down, coming down as low as you can each and every time. Breath out on the way up. Nice work. Next up, tricep dips again. Do as many as you can without resting. Rest when you need, join back in when you can. Keep that chest lifted. Let's go.
I've got sunshine. I've got you.
Ooh, already finding these hard. Hope you are too. Breathe, breathe, then get a few more in. Well done, nice work. Next up, V6. Out and in, keep in that engagement through the belly. Drive the knees up high as you can. Breath out. You can of course make this a little bit harder by taking the hands off the floor if you so wish to, and then going single leg if you need to scale it back a little bit. Nice work. Up onto our feet. Lunges, right leg. Get set. Moving swiftly from one to the other, trying to move with as limited amount of recovery as possible so that we are keeping that heart rate elevated. The sweat is going to be arriving. Hopefully you're feeling pretty warm by now. We are working hard. We want to maintain and sustain this intensity. You can do it. Nice work, down we go, Renegade Row. Solid straight body position. Let's just have a little breather though, hey, let's have a little breather. Get those shoulders forwards. Here we go. Drive your elbow up behind. Remember, we're trying to isolate and keep those hips as still as possible. So tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your butt and draw your tummy in. Switch on through the scapula and upper back as we drive that elbow up and behind. Woo. Back on our feet, left leg lunge. Keep that movement big, keep it dynamic, drop it all the way down to the floor. Big step back. Ground your front leg, drive up. Powerful, strong, you've got this. Whoops, little wobble, jelly legs. Work down for bicycles. Next set, making sure that you're starting on a different side this time if you can remember which one that was. Press your lower back into the floor, lift, twist, let's go. Extend the leg out along the floor as far as you can, keep the foot flexed. Mountain climbers. Set your position, shoulders forwards always. Drive that knee through. Come on, let's pick up that pace, let's keep it going. Push, push. Final one. We're almost halfway, heels on, hip bridge, lift and push. Squeeze your hips up high as you can every time.
Oh, I gotta wake up. This might be a breakup. 'Cause I don't believe you when you say that you miss me. 'Cause where are your actions to prove me you're different? When I say I need you and you head the direction that's leading away from me, baby. I don't believe you, no. I don't believe you, no.
Halfway point team. We're going to have a tiny little breather. Grab yourself a drink because I know that I need one. It's 2 down, we've got 2 rounds to go. You can do this. Push-ups to start with. As many as you can for the hardest version, then drop down to the easier options when you need. Really important to keep that core stabilized at this point. It's going to help you to get those few extra reps in. Do the best you can, get that chest down as low as you can. Sit back and breathe when you need. I certainly need to. This is a good sign. It's a sign that we're really pushing ourselves on these amount of reps. 25 is hard rep amount to do. And then I'm finishing out the last few on my knees. Do what you can. Each time you're just going to try and do that bit better. Up we get, squats are up. Smile through it. It always helps. Next up, tricep dips. Keep that chest up, keep your butt close to the bench or surface. Try not to come too far away. We don't want to impinge the shoulders. Try and keep your chest lifted. Breathe, breathe, then get straight back into them. Come on, let's get these done. Oh, last few. Very questionable reps. V6. Nice work, guys. We're up onto the lunges. Come on, I know that you're feeling this with me. I know, I'm giving myself a little bit of a pep talk here. Come on, come on. We have got this. You've just got to get through the movements. Your body knows what to do. You've just got to keep it moving. Deep breaths. Commit to every single repetition. Check in with your form and your posture. Keep your chest lifted up, shoulders rolled back, and get those lunges down nice and low. Woohoo! Feeling those. Renegade row, down onto the floor again. Set the feet wider, lock those abs in place, stabilize those hips. Nice work. Other leg lunge. Take a breath. We're down onto the floor, bicycle. Lift and twist, rotate that upper body, peel the shoulder off the floor, get those elbows to the knees. Roll it over, mountain climber. Come on, we can keep this moving. Nice work. Final one on this round, hip bridge. Onto the back, heels are onto the bench. Driving those hips up, squeeze your glutes. And remember, we're not coming all the way down, we're keeping those butt cheeks under tension throughout. Lift those hips up high as we can. Are we ready? We've got one to go. We've got one to go. Come on, team. Up you get. Stretch it out. Last set of push-ups. Let's do this. As many as you can. Count them out. How many can you still get in on those toes? Oh, the struggle is real, yes. So we've gone down to the knees. I'm going to get the last 5 on the toes. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Come on, come on. The last one was a fail, but we don't have to do them again, so that's okay. Let's get into those squats. The sweat now is very real. Final round feels. We just got to get through this one. Are you with me? I want to know. Please leave me a comment after you've done this, how you're feeling by this point. I hope you're still with me. Come on, let's keep our form right to the end. Press through the heels.
I told you every single time, don't you worry. You would always call me at the wrong time.
Tricep dips.
So you can know what I was up to.
Come on, arms. We can get through this final one. Come on, psych yourself up. Give yourself that pep talk. Yeah. This is my ultimate. I love these sessions. The sweat is pouring. Everything feels hard. Mind over matter, but we can do this. We can do this. Come on, body. The end is now in sight. V-sits are coming up. Come on, let's go. Lock it in. Commit to it. Well done. Onto the feet. Come on, keep it moving. Up we go. Right leg lunge. Have a little word with yourself. Have a little wobble. Come on, legs. We are almost there. The finish line is in sight. Rest it there. Renegade row. You should know the drill by now. Fingers forwards, shoulders in front of the fingers. Hips are still.
1,000 words ain't enough to define the body of, yeah. Caught her look and she wants it back. She's firing up that body up, yeah. You think that I want you,
Back up we go. Lunges onto the other side. Come on guys, this is the last one through. Really commit to it. I know we're getting tired now. Find that extra drive, find that extra 2-3%. Just keep on going. Well done, well done. Down for bicycles. Breathe, breathe, I know, I'm feeling it too big time as I'm moving a lot slower now, but come on, let's go, lift and twist. Roll it over, mountain climbers. Come on, last couple now. Well done, well done. Last one.
Let's go.
Yeah, celebrate. We are finished. Awesome work, team. Awesome work. I'm going to do a stretch. Come down and join me. If you've got the time, let's stretch those muscles out after they have worked so hard. Okay, let's calm it down. Let's bring it down. We're going to use the surface to assist our stretching. So take the hands on top, keep the arms straight, and just drop the chest down through the middle. We can have a little wiggle side to side, open through the shoulders and into the upper back. Breathing, calming that breathing rate down. So we're going to take a saw. So take the arm out in front with the thumb pointing towards the ceiling, and we're just trying to bring the armpit kind of lower than the surface. So you just want to just feel the stretch in through the shoulder and into the back. Then from there, placing the hand down by the back, press the elbow in towards the floor, now stretching through the triceps. Release it out, taking the arm onto a right angle position, and again we're just going to drop the chest below the level of your step or your surface or whatever you're using. So we just want to feel this into the front of the chest, the pecs, and slightly into the shoulder as well. You might get a little bit of bicep depending on how bent your arm is. Let's repeat that onto the other side. So arm out, keep the thumb pointing up towards the ceiling. And then place the hand down by the back, drop the head down, reach the hand down by the back. Release it out, 90-degree angle at the arm, and stretch chest and shoulder. Out. So we just want to show you that I'm sitting with the toes tucked under and just sit back. So we just stretch out the big toe. We're going to take the hands down towards the floor and just take the head over to the side. Keep the hands flexed, and I'm just going to rotate that hand forwards and backwards. So you tend to feel this in slightly different places. So get to a point where you feel quite tight, and then I'm just rotating the hand. And on that tight point, just hold and breathe into it. Release out, roll the shoulders. Repeating that onto the other side as I've wiped a bit of sweat away. Hands down, head over to the side, rock the arm backwards and forwards. Then hold it back and rotate the hand. This is just known as neural flossing, so you might feel it. It's a little bit more of a nerve stretch than a muscular stretch, but it feels quite nice. We're then going to come round onto a seated position onto your bench. We're going to come hamstrings first, so one leg out in front, lengthen the spine, tilt from the hip, reach it forward. If you reach the toe, then go for that. Coming back up, placing the foot onto the opposite knee, let the hip knee drop out to the side. Again, we want to lengthen through the spine, sit tall, and hand is placed onto the knee, and then pushing my knee in towards the hand. So you press, 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 and then as you exhale, release the pressure and sit forward that little bit more. Then again, press it down, press, press, press. So you're pushing the knee upwards and you're pressing the hand down. So you'll feel this release through the hip. And then release. Let's change sides. Let's go for those hamstrings first, tip it forwards. Go for the toe if it's available to you. Back up, take that foot up onto the knee, sit tall, let the knee drop out to the side, keep the foot flexed so we're protecting the knees. Sit tall, place the hand onto the knee, push the knee into the hand, press, 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 and then as you exhale, see if you can sink forwards. So each time we're going forwards, we're trying to get that little bit more room, little bit more movement, releasing out the hips. We're going to come around and just now stretch out the quads. So we want to bring the foot up and behind, take the hands to the floor, bring the other foot around. This can feel quite intense sometimes, so then we want to tilt the pelvis under, sinking forwards, and then reach up the arm. Then reach across the top to just intensify that stretch a little bit more. Release it out, change it in sides. If this feels a bit too uncomfortable, you can always place a cushion or something underneath the knee. Again, tilt under, reach the arm up nice and long, stretch right up into the fingertips. Take a breath in as you exhale, then a crease and stretch across the top. And then release it all the way out. And on that note, we're just going to come down one more time into our low squat. You should now find that the hips are a little bit more open than they were at the beginning. I'd love to sit into this position just to get good mobility in the knee, the hips, the ankles. Congratulate yourself. Well done. Let's straighten out those legs and just take a little sway side to side. If you made it to the end, you did a good job. If you made it to the end, let me know in the comments whether you made it to the end. I'd love to know what you thought of this workout. I really hope you enjoyed it.